Jalen, I guess thoughts after after the trip to Arizona, FBS game, everything that little things here and there with a difference in the game, but just overall the overall experience.
Yeah, it was a big trip. It was a big game because it's the one that we had that week, and unfortunately, we didn't walk away with a win, but we played hard, and there's a lot of things that we can clean up. But hats off to those guys. I mean, they made plays when it mattered the most, and yeah, it was a good trip though. I think everybody played hard, and there's things that we wish we could take back. But
yeah, I'm sure there are experiences and things that you can learn and you can build on and just say, all right, we shake that off now we go into the conference season.
Yeah, definitely things that we can learn from. The noise and stuff was a good challenge for us. It had some challenges for us as far as the cadence go that we can work on, and I think that kind of opened our eyes to maybe that we need to work that a little bit more.
And when you're looking at kind of being able to play against an FBS front seven like Arizona, they're big, they're fast, they're physical. You guys held your own, being able to average 6 yards to carry or so throughout most of that game. How much does that kind of pump you guys up for conference play, knowing that you held your own against one of those Power 5 schools, and now it's time for FCS play?
Yeah, I mean, I think going into that, we had the confidence that we could play with those guys. But yeah, I think it's a confidence booster for us going into the conference season, just knowing that we can play well against high level competition.
You and Hunter, I imagine that offensive line. I was talking with him about that. Just with Cody and these, you played together so long, you can just line up and go. It doesn't matter who the opponent is.
Yeah, I mean, even Mason. Mason has been playing with us since the spring, and it's not like anything is different. Adding him in, it's super nice being able to say one or two words and having everybody on the same page rather than trying to have a conversation out there. And we've done things before that the guys understand what we're trying to do, and I can say one thing and they know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's super nice.
How has it been with Cam this year compared to the past two?
Yeah, I mean, same thing for him. He can say a couple words and we know exactly what he's talking about just because of the experience that we've had playing with him and the snaps that we played together with him back there, and the looks that we've had, and just all that adds up to being able to communicate really smoothly and operate fast.
How pumped up are you just to get to Missouri Valley football play and be able to play that first game this week against South Dakota?
Yeah, we're really excited. Our goal every year, our first goal is to win the Missouri Valley. That starts with going.
I know coming into camp when I was talking to Cody a little bit, it was it wasn't like with Cordell gone, there's one spot and Mason took over that. He said it felt like everybody was auditioning, and there's the next man up, and you feel like you're too deep in every position, maybe a little bit more in the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of good players in our room, and Mason has done a good job of stepping in and being the next man up and gelling well with the guys, and he's done a good job, and the guys behind us are doing a good job too, getting themselves ready, and they got to get ready as if they're playing a game as well. One of us goes down. Like last year, I go down and Wesley hopped in there and did a great job. So it's really important for them all to be ready as well.
Yeah, that's very true because Westy came in and first of all you're feeling all right, but can you bounce things back and forth with one another?
Oh, between me and Wesley, yeah. He's like just another extension of my head, and being able to talk with him of what works and what doesn't work in practice, certain looks that we get and what works best, and what he thinks is a good idea and what's not is super helpful.
How confident are you in both your offensive line, just knowing because of how great your team has been able to play, but then also, like you said, what Brad said, Hunter Lipke over there, Hunter Brosio, those guys, you make your block, they're up on the second level with the linebackers. Just how much fun is it being able to play in that line, just knowing that at any given play you guys are going to be able to bust one out for 70 yards and a touchdown?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really encouraging, too. Knowing that any play can bust for a big one, and knowing that we can play well together, and knowing that those guys are going to run just as hard as we're blocking is super encouraging, and it gives us extra boost of energy out there.
When you look at for going back to FCS play now with Missouri Valley play, does it give you a little bit more confidence knowing that you were able to hold your own against an Arizona squad, now knowing that you have South Dakota this Saturday?
Yeah, those guys were big and fast, and South Dakota is big and fast too. So I think that it'll be a good challenge for us, but we definitely have confidence moving forward.
With the Arizona game, probably that difference, 63 versus 85 as far as scholarship goes. Did you feel like that they, were they a little bit faster, a little bit stronger? Or did it feel any different? I always felt like, every FCS team's got one or two guys. Maybe the FBS team's got three or four. Did it feel that way with them?
I don't think it felt like that. Our guys are big and fast too. I don't know. I think we can play with those teams, no problem, and our personnel lines up, no problem against them. Obviously, we didn't come out with the win that game, but we play a little bit better on some critical downs. It might be different. So.